All right, you guys, I want to congratulate you. Beautiful wedding. It was so great. I watched it again this morning. I was laughing. I was intrigued by the storyline. So, congrats to you guys.
Thanks a bunch.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Now, I want to give a little background, for the viewers at home. This is based on the novel, so it serves as a sequel to Beautiful Disaster. So, I want to know from you guys, Virginia and Dylan, do you think the backstory of this one kind of pays that respect to the novel, or do you see we kind of go on a different path here?
I would definitely say that this one takes a little more liberty being its own creation. As far as was conveyed to me, the period of the wedding in the novels was not really elaborated upon quite to the degree by which this movie does. A lot of people would, I think, agree with the statement that the movie itself, the first movie was more of a rom-com, and I think this one even more so, leaning on the calm. I definitely think it's a departure, but it also, since that was not an area that was elaborated upon, it gave us some free reign to do some funnier and wackier stuff with the characters.
Absolutely. Now, I am a huge fan of Travi, okay? That's the name I'm going with Travis and Abby here. But, looking at this chemistry, working together, Dylan and Virginia, tell us a little bit about developing that chemistry for Travis and Abby. What was that like?
Well, we met at a frat party many years ago, and we both did our first keg stands together. So we've been bonded for a long time just from that alone. So we've had a great friendship for quite some time. So the chemistry was easy, and it's great when you're working with a professional that you trust.
Yeah, and our love language to each other is roasting each other. So I mean, it's been pretty on par for as long as I can remember now. There was no issues with that.
That's hilarious. You guys met doing keg stands. I mean, there's no stronger bond than that.
No stronger bond.
No, it's core memory.
That's hilarious. Now, I do know you both are newlyweds in real life, so congrats to both of you. But, when filming Beautiful Wedding, what's something that you guys learned in this through your characters that you move forward in your relationships in real life?
I guess, I think a big theme for Abby in this film was to not run away from your problems, but face them head on. And not that I share that same instinct, but I always think it's a good message and reminder to not run away from your problems or issues with the relationship, but to face them head on.
This is something I kind of already knew going in, but I think something is very true for Travis and Abby is that both of them are a little hot-headed and fiery. And while you're more likely to place it on Travis, I think Abby has that as well. And something that they're not doing enough of is maybe just communicating clearly with each other, which by the end of the movie they start to, really, and I think that that's important.
Your fans see this in just a few days. I mean, it's coming up. What do you hope that they take from this romantic comedy?
I hope they laugh their asses off and have such a fun time seeing this with friends or a date or whoever. But I just hope they have some great laughs.
Yeah, I think that these two characters are by no means picturesque romantic leads. They're kind of grungy and dirty and a little wild, and they remind you of your own uncle and aunt that everyone has in the family, right? And you wonder their backstory. So I think that despite all that, they still persevere and they love each other very much. And I do think that that's a really cool aspect of the film, which is that if you love each other, you can overcome many different obstacles in your path. So that's what I'd hope they take away.
Love it. You guys, this was such a great cast from your co-stars to you two. It couldn't have been better. So congrats on this. But before I let you go, Dylan, our fans would hate us if I didn't bring this up. But you and your brother broke the internet from a blast from the past with the reservation date, November 16th, 2020.
Oh, yeah.
How did you guys react to that?
It's always pleasant to see that kind of stuff being brought up. It definitely was a surprise to most people, I think, because of how much time had actually gone past. It's the whole Jetsons thing, right? When they're like, oh, we'll have flying cars in the year 2000. I think that was set as a date when we originally set it that seemed so far-fetched in the future that it wouldn't ever be possible. And then, lo and behold, here we are, so...
November 16th, 2023. A lot of Disney Channel reboots are coming back. Raven's Home, Wizards of Waverly Place. Do you think the Sweet Life reboot the ship has sailed, or maybe?
Who knows? I mean, I don't know for sure. I just know Cole and I are reluctant to things like that, realistically, because I can count on one hand how many shows I love. That part of the reason I love them is because of the nostalgia, right? I would hate to bring something back and then potentially sully the nostalgic goodness that is the show for a lot of people. And frankly, I think that's a lesson a lot of Hollywood could learn. So
I could not agree more, but as of right now, we're focused on beautiful wedding, happy wife, happy life. There we go, you guys. Congrats to you guys in theaters January 24th and 25th. The fans will not want to miss this. Virginia Gardner, Dylan Sprouse, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
thank you.
We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.